So I don't feel like using the Pure Flow today. So I've decided to use the hanging bag methodology. So for my prescription, I need 8 of these bags. So they come 2 to a box, so I need 4 boxes. So by the end, I'm gonna have to hang all these bags on this hook. And I use a combination of the warmer, this, and the hanging bags. So I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but I'll just quick cut to the end where it's all hung. And so you hang them just like this, but you gotta be careful. You wanna make sure that the weight distribution of these bags are on the back, because if it's not, this whole like top part could tip over. I've had it happen to me. So you want to be careful about that. But we're not finished yet. There's still another component to all of this. Now, I have to get all this fluid in these bags inside my body. But in order to do that, I need these. So it's very simple. You just pop off one of these and then connect it to one of these. Just like that. These plastic tubes here are called warmer liners. And you just connect them to each bag just like that. And one of the last parts is you gotta put one last bag, your last bag. So there's 7 bags hanging here. There's 1 bag here. You put it on the warmer plate here, and then you fasten it with this, because all of this is going to funnel into this bag, and from the bag it's going to funnel into me. So unless it's really warm in the room, you want to use this warmer plate, because this will warm up the fluid that's going inside your body. Because if you don't, you might get the chills, and that can be pretty uncomfortable depending on how long you're sitting here. And you connect the warmer liner straight to the bag just like that. Like there's a twist here, you twist this off. There's a twist here, you twist that off, you connect the two. Now in order to siphon the fluid from these bags into this bag, there's these little plastic ampules in here, and if you look, you just break them just like that. And it allows the fluid to flow into this bag here. Now this bag is going to inflate massively, so it's important to have this support strap here in order to help sort of push the fluid a little bit through here into you. You can see the tension right now. Like it's getting a lot more inflated from some of the fluid from these going into there. So what you do is you just turn it up to 3 and you can adjust this accordingly or bring it back down. You don't want it to get too hot, because if it gets too hot, the machine will stop and then you won't be able to proceed, because it'll give you an alarm. It'll say the fluid is too hot and the machine won't continue. So you want to start off, I usually start off at 3 if it's not hot in the room, just to warm it up, and then I'll increase the heat accordingly. And if I feel like I'm getting too hot or it's sufficient enough, I'll turn it back down. But I usually start at like 2 or 3 at first. See, like it's getting really stiff now. I wanted to cover this part specifically right here, because this is very important. You want to make sure that this part of the warmer liner doesn't get tangled or kinked, because if it gets tangled or kinked or it's bent like that, then it'll stop the fluid from flowing, and that could lead to you not having an adequate treatment. So you'll be done, but one of these bags up here will still be full. So that means that your body's not getting the filtering and the cleaning that it needs, because that's what this stuff does. It helps filter and clean your blood. So you always want to make sure that these aren't kinked. Make sure they're not bent. Make sure they're looking good. And from here, once you have all of this done, right, then you just load up your cartridge, and then you continue on like a normal treatment.